Welcome to the crib. We're at 518 West Brookside Street. It's an up-down duplex, perfect for a house hack. We got an awesome view of the mountains. Maybe you'll get a shot of that in a minute. Purchase price was $460,000. The upstairs is where my girlfriend and I live, and we have fully furnished the 2-bed, 1-bath, full kitchen downstairs unit into an Airbnb. That completely pays for the mortgage. So that was sort of the idea of why do you house hack? Ivywild, great neighborhood. They've got a converted elementary school down the street. We are about 5-minute drive from downtown Colorado Springs, which is popping off, really becoming a cool place to live. Let's go check out the place. We've got some, leftover furniture is what we used here. We were doing it cheap. We were doing it quick. My mortgage is about $1,800 a month. This averages, principal, interest, taxes, insurance is about $1,800 a month. This averages about that a month. So I am living for free. We are going to remodel all of this. New kitchen, new furnishings, new decoration, and hopefully get a grand more a month is the idea. I mean, this is it. You got a living room, kitchen, 2-bed, 1-bath, washer and dryer. They can hear us upstairs every once in a while. That's a downside, but we make it real clear on the listing, like, hey, we're going to be above you. People don't seem to mind, and we're pretty conscious of it. These Wheelhouse for pricing. I like Price Labs, and I use Hospitable for my messaging. Some places I'll have videos of how to use the hot tub, how to fold out the sleeping couch, etc. So I can cut down on how often I have to answer questions or interact with guests as possible. That's the idea, right? As passive as possible. Got a washer and dryer for the guests. Got both of those for $250 on Facebook Marketplace. I'm a pain in the ass to get that out of the house and into this one, but we made it happen. Upstairs, for some weird reason, there was no dryer vent. So we had to install a dryer vent. Push out these concrete walls and stucco. Drill out of that. So handyman did that. Everything is fixable. There's a solution for everything, and most times it's really not that expensive. So you've got an issue, you're worried about something, then ask somebody about it or get a quote. What it costs to fix it. You got the bedrooms in here. Each one of these panels is an anchor going, X amount of feet into the yard and horizontally. And the foundation company, they take these panels off. You can see it over here. Big bolt. You can actually screw it, start to move the walls. So there was some concern with the foundation on the west side of Colorado Springs, in Colorado in general, with the water and the soil. The foundation moves, so they were locking this down. And luckily that was all done before we even went under contract on the house. And I'm just not that concerned. Cosmetically, it doesn't look awesome, but it's been here since the 50s. It's not going anywhere. I might have to patch some cracks every once in a while. We'll deal with it. Pretty normal for Colorado. To have some foundation issues. To have all these pillars all around the house is not as normal. As far as more on the cranking, I told you everything I know. I don't know. Somehow they crank it and it helps shore up the wall, which was the concern with the foundation, with the basement. I paid a designer for one property, and that property is a little smaller than this one, and it's doing way better. So paying for a designer, getting a hot tub, that would be a great idea. As far as where to get stuff, this is all, we paid the designer for one, and this is used from the other. I'd get a mattress cover on Amazon for $40. So a kid that pees in it or an adult that pees in it doesn't ruin your couple $100 mattress. Yeah, anyone can pee the bed. Here's the bathroom. The bathroom is sick. The tile was all redone before we moved in. The bathroom, I think the shower looks sharp. We're probably going to remodel some of these fixtures, but 2-bed, 1-bath. Look at this stain. There you go. Protecting the mattress. Blood, lipstick. We'll never know. but this is a bunk bed. I don't think I'm going to do this when we remodel it. I don't think that the bunk bed has done as much as I thought it would. I think having a queen bed and a king in there would actually be better. So, and it would look nicer. So we've got, yeah, you can see all the linens on the ground. The cleaners have asked us to do that. I think in an effort to keep my cleaning costs down and them in and out of here a little quicker. So there's a couple little things we asked Airbnb guests to do: take out trash, take the linens off, sign out of the TV. We'll do that for them later. Rents the Avengers on their account. If I come down, I might rent. But yeah, I'm against the next guest doing that and then having to, mitigate whatever happens there. Owes who money. But I think there's a big push on, hey, let's not ask guests to do ridiculous things like water your plants or whatever else they might ask people to do.
Yeah.
Let's go check out the upstairs. So we live up there, but once you take into account the occupancy, probably of about 80 to 90%, honestly. And we can talk about what I do to get that up that high, but in a nightly rate of anywhere from 35 in the winter, which is not as great in Colorado Springs. We're too far from the mountains, ski resorts and such. But the summer months are amazing, can be anywhere from maybe 150 a night. Principal, interest, taxes, insurance, about a little over 1,800, I think close to 1,900. The Airbnb downstairs is averaging 1,800 a month. Just looked at the spreadsheet across all the months since last July to see what that was. And yeah, as far as helping things stay occupied, like smart pricing, smart labs, smart wheelhouse or price labs, getting the price to drop as you get closer if it's not booked is awesome. You can get booked instead of empty. Expensive and empty versus cheap and booked is better for you. Costs more as it's further out. It gets cheaper as it's closer. It adjusts for seasonality. I think paying for the smart pricing is worth every penny. Mostly set it and forget it. Yeah. I mean, if I know of a big event going on in town, I feel like it's not priced high enough, or I want to be a little more aggressive, I might jack the price up for there and then drop it if it's not within a couple weeks out. So this is upstairs. This is where we live. Here's Lily, the guard dog, but now has a treat for me in, so she's chilled out. We've been here for about a year and a couple months. We've got the property rezoned. It was built as a duplex originally, and it got annexed into the city. This was county land, got annexed into the city on the land zoning of single family. So it was a legal non-conforming use, and we've rezoned it into a duplex R2 zoning, which is sweet, which means we were able to get an Airbnb permit, which means we'll be Airbnb-ing up here when we move out shortly. We think up here we'll do even better. So it's got this massive porch out front. It's got an amazing view of the mountains. It should do $2,000 a month as it is, but we're gonna remodel the kitchen, do some sweet stuff with the backyard and a patio and a hot tub. And we think both units will probably average $2,500 to $3,000 a month. So you're looking at 5 to 6 total, which would be some very sweet cash flow. Want to see some remodel? I mean, we're gonna get all new cabinets. They don't even close. They're just old and the house has moved a little bit. So, it's the style. It's cool. It's chic. It's rebellious. These counters, the people before us, were trying to be flippers and thought that they were going to live here for a while, so they're trying to remodel it themselves, and they just didn't do a good job in a lot of ways. They did paint this old wood paneling, which is nice. At least in Colorado Springs, you cannot rezone just one property. It's called spot zoning and it's illegal. But my neighbor touches an R5 zoning, and so we were able to go in together and rezone both of ours as an R2. We have pretty much the same house. You can see it through that window. The mountains, the porch out there. This is where I sit every morning. It's awesome. So anyways, rezoned R2, cost about, $5 or $6 grand to pay the guy, but he took care of everything. I mean, there's multiple letters sent out Signs had to be posted in the yard multiple times. City council had a couple meetings. Zoning had a meeting or two. And it's just this whole process and all this documentation that has to come together and happen. We took care of all of it. So well worth it. Now my home is legal conforming use, and an R2 zoning is valuable. So it should definitely increase the resale potential. Two parcels is probably a better way to put it. Like if I owned both, then I could rezone both, would be my understanding. But yeah, if you own a single family home in the middle of single family zoning and you try and go rezone it yourself, it's not gonna work. We bought the home for $460 in 2021. The PITI is $1,900, just shy of $1,900. We get about $1,800 on average on the basement, and so we're living pretty much for free. The house just appraised for $600,000, so I was able to pull out a $100K HELOC, which is awesome, and we think that it will rent. The upstairs will rent for $2,500 to $3,000 on Airbnb, and same with the downstairs. So hoping to make about $5 to $6 grand a month on average on a $1,900 a month payment.